Good afternoon. My name is Abdullah and I'm a biomedical engineering student at Ajman University. I want to start with a question that drove this entire project. What if the only way to get a reliable brain signal was to put an electrode inside someone's brain? Well, this is not hypothetical, that's the current state of brain-computer interfaces. Brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, translate neural signals into commands for controlling external devices such as a computer, prosthetic limb, or a wheelchair. First, signals are acquired from the brain, and they are processed and decoded, then used to generate commands that control the external devices. BCIs are not a new concept. In 2004, BrainGate enabled a paralyzed patient to control a computer cursor in real time. But there is a fundamental trade-off. Invasive BCIs require brain surgery with all its associated risks and long-term consequences. While non-invasive BCIs like EEG caps are safer, but the signals they capture are weak, noisy, and have low spatial resolution. One is forced to choose safety or signal quality, while both matters enormously to the patient. And that's the dilemma. Current alternatives such as optically pumped magnetometers and squid-based systems are sensitive and non-invasive, but require magnetic shielding rooms or cryogenic cooling, making them completely impractical for BCI users. NV sensors offer a different path. They operate at room temperature and does not require shielding. NV centers are atomic defects in the diamond lattice where nitrogen atom sits next to a vacancy. These defects have quantum spin states that respond to magnetic fields as weak as femtoteslas, which is the range of signals produced by individual neurons. You excite them with a green light and they emit a red fluorescence. The rate of that emission directly depends on the spin direction, which is influenced by the magnetic field generated by the firing neurons. By measuring the rate of emission, we can measure the surrounding magnetic field non-invasively at room temperature with no shielding. To test whether the experts see this technology as viable, I designed and conducted a structured survey. The survey was developed in two phases. The first one being a conceptualization and design, where I identified the target audience and structured the questions to follow a logical narrative. The second was data collection and analysis, where I distributed the survey through different media, targeting experts in neuroengineering and quantum sensing. I gathered expert responses and analyzed the results to draw a meaningful conclusion. And here's what I found. More than 90% identified surgery risks as a dominant concern with BCI and flagged weak signal quality as the main limitation of non-invasive methods. The main benefit of NV sensors was improved spatial resolution and signal sensitivity. While NV sensors seem superior to other methods, they have some limitations such as the cost, the hardware complexity, and the regulatory uncertainty. But the overall expert rating was 4 out of 5. No respondent rated it below 3. Over half of the respondents flagged the data privacy as the primary concern, and rightly so. Brain data is the most sensitive information one could share. Regulatory frameworks do not exist yet for quantum-based neural interfaces. This is a gap that will determine whether this technology will ever reach the patients. Two questions I would like to leave for the audience. How do we accelerate the path to clinical deployment? And is the current cost and complexity justified by the potential benefit of the NV sensors? To conclude, diamond NV sensors offer a theoretical compelling resolution to one of BCI's most persistent problems, the trade-off between safety and signal quality. However, the path requires investment in miniaturization, cost reduction, and the regulatory frameworks built for quantum neurotechnology. The goal is to build a technical and ethical foundation that makes the quantum enhanced BCI possible safely. That's it from my side. Thank you.